What's going on, everybody? Welcome inside fitnessinformant.com, Fitness Informant's YouTube channel. I'm FI founder and CEO Ryan Buck. I want to thank you for stopping by to check out our 100% honest, no bullshit review of 5% Nutrition's Real Carbs plus Protein. This is a real whole foods meal replacement powder. Today, we're going to talk about 5% here on 5 different categories. First, we're going to talk about the ingredient profile. Specifically on this, what are the carb and protein sources used within this whole real food meal replacement powder? Second, we're going to talk about the effectiveness. Third, we're going to talk about flavor, which in this one was blueberry cobbler. Fourth, we're going to talk about mixability as well. I'll show you a mixability test here on camera. And then finally, we're going to talk about value on the product. So let's dive in to this product in particular in terms of the sources of protein and the sources of carbohydrates. So what you'll typically find with meal replacements or weight gainers in the market, you're going to find a cheap protein source and a cheap carbohydrate source like maltodextrin. You're not going to find that with 5%, which is really cool. This is actually one of my favorite whole foods meal replacement products on the market that deserves a lot more love. And why is that? Well, you start with whole grain oats. So whole grain oats is a solid carb source. Now, a lot of people are like, well, I bet you it's 100% whole grain oats. Let's not go there, okay? We're going to get 30 grams of carbs from whole grain oats. You're also going to get in this sweet potato powder as well. So, and there's also rice powder. So you're getting rice powder, whole grain oats, and sweet potato powder to be your carb source. Solid carb sources, if you ask me. It's a lot better than dextrose, a lot better than maltodextrin. For protein sources, this is a non-whey protein source. So this is going to basically come down to hydrolyzed beef protein isolate, which is called hydro beef. It's one of the highest qualities of beef proteins on the market. Now, I will admit that I'm a bigger fan of whey protein than I am over beef protein, but there are a lot of people looking for a dairy alternative in terms of protein. So hydro beef here in this particular product is going to be a solid choice, and it actually flavors pretty well. There's also whole egg powder, chickpea protein, and organic chicken powder as well. Now, we don't know the difference in terms of how much amount is used, but we know that that is going to be within the product. So in terms of protein, we are getting 20 grams of protein. I mentioned carbohydrates at 30 grams of carbohydrates and fats at 7 grams of fats. So what also contributes to the fats in this? Well, there's a coconut oil blend. So that's really where the fats are going to come from, sort of a natural occurring MCT, if you will. Now, that's debatable, obviously, as a lot of people have known in the news. But overall, I'm a big fan of this whole foods meal replacement powder, using good, simple whole foods to come up with a solid macro profile that's going to be essentially a meal replacement for you. In terms of effectiveness, big things here is obviously, does it curb your appetite? Does it actually fill you up? And the answer is yes. I mean, you are getting 250 calories per serving. So a guy like me, I might take 2 scoops, really, if I want a meal replacement. I use it more as a snack. And so 250 calories for me is going to be sufficient. Second is, does it sit well within your stomach? Because some of these meal replacements, because it's cheap protein or cheap carb sources, don't sit very well. There wasn't an issue at all in terms of it sitting well in your stomach. It does go ahead and take care of the appetite for a short window period of time, and it doesn't make you feel bloated, doesn't make you feel uncomfortable. In terms of flavor, blueberry cobbler, really, really good. You can tell it's got that dessert taste to it. There is a slight different taste to it. It's probably from the beef protein, but they do a really good job of flavoring. If you like blueberry anything, you're going to like it. And quite frankly, I'm not the biggest fan of blueberry, but I really enjoy blueberry cobbler here in 5% Nutrition. I thought they did a very, very good job. There are other brands out there that also do blueberry in terms of a flavoring agent when it comes to whole food meal replacements. This one, I believe, is one of the best ones on the market. In terms of mixability, as you'll see here on camera, we use the official shaker cup of Fitness Informant, the Ice Shaker Cup. 1 scoop is 65 grams, so quite a bit. Considering it uses multiple sources of protein, multiple sources of carbohydrates, one might think that this could potentially clump up. The answer is no, it does not. It actually mixes very well. Now, it's going to be a thicker shake because you're going to do 65 grams of this, or 1 scoop, in 12 to 16 ounces of water. So it's going to be very thick, but that's a good thing. It actually makes you feel sort of like you're drinking the food, right? So if you are not a fan of a thicker shake, you can use more water. It's going to take you obviously longer to drink. But for us, I thought the mixability was fine. You'll see here on camera, it does come out thick and sort of creamy, if you will. But overall, for what this is, it mixes extremely well. In terms of value, this one here is 22 servings, retails for under $45. You can use promo code INFORMANT, save some money on this as well. So you're basically at right around $2 a serving, which isn't bad in terms of a meal replacement, right? It's cheaper than a $5 footlong from Subway, and actually it's better for you. Now, it's obviously not as much calories, but at $2 a serving, you could do 2 servings, get $4 a serving. That would be a legit real meal replacement at 500 calories. It's a good value. I don't have any issue with this at all. Couple that with our coupon code, or if you want to go to an Amazon store or whatever it might be, you guys can definitely do that. But I think it's definitely worth it. One of the better full, basically whole foods meal replacement shakes on the market. One of my favorites currently right now that exists. If you want to purchase this product, look below for a purchase link and a coupon code to save you a few dollars on the product. If you also want to read the in-depth breakdown, the link is listed below for that as well. Make sure you follow us on our social media channels. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok. Subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe now button here below to stay up to date with all new reviews right here at Fitness Informant. Check out our podcast. It's called Be Informed, Live Fit. We're on iTunes, Spotify, and right here at YouTube. And for more supplement reviews, rankings, deals, news, workout routines, and nutrition plans, visit us on our official website. We're online at fitnessinformant.com.